Love them. Let's get into the fights. That's why you guys are
Cool,
here.
man. Yeah, cool. Cool story.
Over the weekend, you had Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul. I'm laughing because I have so much on my mind. I couldn't wait to get in here. This is when I love my job. I love when I have something to sink my teeth into. So I'm grateful for
Conspiracy theory, basically. Let's go.
Jake Paul for that reason. That makes sense.
Of course.
Because UFC, we got a long break to the freaking Paramount stuff starts end of January. So y'all should be grateful that Jake Paul decided to do this. It gives me something to get into. And it's also, like, I posted my immediate reaction. I'll do more of that stuff in longer form and upload to the channel. But you give me a few days, just let it simmer and just let me gather all my thoughts and how I feel about it. And I'll rewatch the fight and I go through it. And then I can step back and like, all right, how do I feel about this?
Basically, translation, I'm going to wait for everyone else to make their opinion first. Then I'm going to base my opinion on what they say. I'll wait for Luke Thomas to make his opinion. I'll wait for Area One to make his opinion. And then my opinion will somehow be in the center of both. Yeah, I get it.
Where do I begin? I'll say this. So there's a lot of backlash. There's a lot of hate.
Exactly, Gamebred, exactly.
Towards Jake Paul. It's always been that way. And I get all of it. I understand all that.
Do you, though? Do you?
But I think one of the main reason why he's getting so much pushback and why he's so controversial is it's the way that his fights, especially this one, the Mike Tyson one, but especially this one, and we'll get into those other fights, which are completely different than what we saw on Saturday night. But one of the reasons why you might watch the Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua fight and you feel disappointed or you feel some type of way or you get online and you throw this hate his way or anybody's way or boxing's way. The issue is the way it's being portrayed, the way it's being marketed, because, and I'm guilty of this too, the way this should be marketed.
He's had all the opinions, basically, isn't it? He's basically said everything. He's basically had all the... Do you have one opinion you're going to stick by? Or you're just going to say every opinion? He's got every fucking opinion now. He went from hating the fight, saying if Joshua doesn't win immediately, it's going to be fixed, to then saying after the fight that it was fixed, to then walking it back and saying Jake Paul is the master of boxing promotion and master of all sports. Now all of a sudden, it's expectations. It's the fans' fault. Okay, cool. It's the fans' fault.
Marketed is not, can Jake Paul beat Anthony Joshua? That's insane. That's not real. That's not real in any facet. There was never a chance. There's never a chance. And the Jake Paul fans, and I was getting...
Big up, IDZ.
This guy master
Yeah, exactly. exactly. Perfect. Big up, Quella. Exactly. Perfect timing there. Papa Socha will use the same word multiple times. Exactly. Very low cut. Very, very low IQ.
And this a ton from DMs and comments going, well, everyone has a puncher's chance. That's an uneducated opinion.
Uneducated or uneducated? Uneducated.
Puncher's chance. That's an uneducated
Uneducated. You mean uneducated? Uneducated opinion.
A puncher's chance, yes. If they're in a bar and Anthony Joshua's there at the pub and Jake Paul were to sneak up behind him and hit him in the back of the head or, in the side or something, maybe, even then, he's a little light in the ass, but maybe that's a puncher's chance.
What are you talking about? Like there was various times in the fight where Jake Paul went to the body and then went with the overhand right over the top. But for this moment or this time, Anthony Joshua was smart and was always guarding the side of his face with his left glove, and he blocked a few of them. If some of those punches over the top would have caught Joshua in the back of the head, that's off. Lights off. Doesn't matter who it is. If they punch you hard enough in that spot at the back of your head, behind your ear, you're out. It's happened to Joshua before. Somebody actually shared on Twitter a video of it where it's happened to Joshua in the previous fight. I forgot who he fought. I think it's Dubois, whatever the English name is. I think it's Dubois. Daniel Dubois, that's it. Joshua fought Daniel Dubois, and the exact same knockout that he suffered from Daniel Dubois, Jake Paul attempted it, but Anthony Joshua blocked it because he had his glove up. That's a puncher's chance. Like, what is he talking about? It was very unlikely to happen, but he's going on as if Jake Paul could have only won that fight if they were fighting in a pub. Huh?
In a professional bout where a professional fighter at the level of Anthony Joshua was at, and he is going into a ring knowing and expecting to get hit, there is no puncher's chance when there's that much discrepancy in talent level. There's not, especially when the size difference. And some of you will say, Jake Paul hits hard. To you, yes, to you. But also, Jake Paul hits hard for a 200-pound man. He wouldn't even measure in the top 1,000 professional heavyweight boxers in the world as far as the strength knockout meter, if there is such a thing. It's not possible. So,
how do you know this, by the way? How do you know this? All these absolutes. How do you know all these generalizations? How do you know this? How are you so certain in this? He wouldn't register in the top 1,000 of hard punches. And like, really? Are you sure about this?
A lot of you were tuning in for saying, well, he has a puncher's chance. That's not real. That doesn't exist here. And now they could do this, but I don't think it's going to get the same amount of views, but it would set expectations. If when this fight was announced, Jake Paul's team said, hey, we're fighting Anthony Joshua. Who thinks we can last 8 rounds? Who thinks we can go all 8 rounds? Who thinks Jake Paul can go 8 rounds and not get knocked out? You're like, God, I guess, maybe. Yeah, if he just runs the whole time, you just have to not engage. That's the only way he gets it done. So if the narrative is not can Jake Paul beat Anthony Joshua, that's why you guys are so upset.
What? Are we the people that are upset aren't upset that he didn't beat Anthony Joshua. They're upset that he was on his bike most of the fight, no? What the fuck's he talking about?
Narrative and the marketing behind it and the whole strategy is, can Jake Paul last? Not beat him, not land a punch, not knock him out. That's all silly shit. If Jake Paul can last 24 minutes with Anthony Joshua and not get absolutely annihilated, that's the challenge. And that's what took place on Saturday night. This was not a fight. And I think that's where people get upset, because there's times when there will be these circus acts, Francis Ngannou, Anthony Joshua. I don't call them circus acts, but
Jesus Christ, bro. Jesus Christ. At least he caught himself there. The connotations, what the fuck? The only 2 black fighters you mentioned, you called them circus acts. Yo, Brendan is going crazy. Brendan is going crazy. Holy shit. The gorillas. I call them the gorillas. You know, like, what?
There's times when there will be these circus acts, Francis Ngannou, Anthony Joshua. I don't call them circus acts.
Tyron Woodley. You just called them circus acts. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was muy racismo. Muy racismo in there, mate. Fucking hell.
But the casuals call it that.
You just said it. You just said it about the casuals. You just called them monkeys. You called them apes. Oh my god. Circus acts. Oh, all the black ones are circus acts. Oh my god.
Powerful bunch.
Yo, big up.
Ring looking like Planet of the Apes. H.N. Hit that Rogan N-word compilation plaza.
Pull up. Chin, pull up an ape. Oh, Chin, pull up circus freaks. Oh my god. That was brilliant. That was fucking brilliant.
So there's times when a fighter well engaged. So, for instance, when Francis Ngannou fought Anthony Joshua and actually fought, what happened? He got absolutely starched, destroyed, right? Like, you're like, Jesus Christ. That's how this should go. And that was an actual fight. There's no stipulations. There's nothing. Anthony Joshua was like, all right, I'm viewing you as a heavyweight boxer. You do have the ability to knock me out if I don't watch my P's and Q's. I'm going to fucking treat you like a world-class professional boxer. That's how this goes. That's not what you're getting in a Jake Paul fight. And that's why so many people get upset. So I really think it's this narrative out there, and there's betting lines, and we're all guilty of it. I mean, there's betting lines, and there's commentators, and there's the analysts, and there's the MMA analysts, and everyone's like, man, but if Jake Paul does this, and if he did this, and that's the problem.
But what's the problem with that, though? I don't understand. What is the issue with people entertaining the idea that Jake Paul might win? It didn't pan out that way. The fight was a bit boring. Some people think it might be fixed. But what's his issue with some people hoping that it would be maybe a competitive fight? Maybe Jake Paul would win and upset the odds. What is wrong with that? Like, I don't understand what he's upset about and who he's talking to. The people that I've seen that are upset, they're upset at people maybe taking the fight seriously. That I saw Luke Thomas say something similar, right? People taking it's not a serious fight. Jake Paul is not a serious fighter. There was this one guy in England, actually. Yeah, I'll show you the one guy. This one guy in England, actually. Let me get it up on here. Big up everybody tuning in, by the way. Smash a like and subscribe if you're here. This one guy in England made a really good point on TalkSport. Let me see if I can get up the tweet. Let me get up for you here. This one guy made a really good point on TalkSport. Bear with me a second here. Let me go through my bookmarks. I want to show you all the porn I'm watching. 1 second. There's a guy here that made a really good point about the fight. Let's see. Paul. Let me write Paul there. Bear with me a second here if you don't mind. Where was he? Some guy on TalkSport. There you go. Found it straight away. So this is the kind of sentiment. This is the kind of I hear from people who are quote unquote upset. He's not upset, don't get me wrong. But if you want to describe somebody that is upset, this is kind of what they're saying about the fight.
This is the classic case of that playground conversation that we all used to have. What would you do for 50 million? Most people listening to this show right now, if we were to say to you, right, I'll give you 50 million quid, get in the ring with the heavyweight champion and let him whack you. Most people would say yes. There's nothing brave about that. Everybody's got a price. It sorts you out for the rest of your life, doesn't it? And that's exactly what Jake Paul did. He just got to play it out in real life. He got on his bike, he ran. Anytime he got tired, he dived on the floor. People kept saying to me, oh, he kept getting knocked down and getting up. No, he didn't. He kept diving on the floor. If that was an amateur contest, he'd have had points taken off him and he might even have been disqualified for the amount of times he spent on the deck. He took one real punch and he made 50 million quid. Fair play to him, man. He's an elite businessman. He used the greedy to hoodwink the stupid. Fair play to him. I have nothing but admiration for him as a businessman, but when it comes to him from a boxing contest, there's not much there for me to celebrate.
So, yeah, exactly. Big up of B. Mallory. Exactly. B. Mallory, great point. For those who loosely follow boxing, the discrepancy between Jake and pros is pretty glaring. That's the thing, though. Most people, I think, I speak for myself, most of us don't follow boxing like that. That's why we get hoodwinked. I think that's the main thing of the whole conversation. Most of us that watch these fights, I don't think, follow boxing that closely. We just think of the whole, like what Brendan said, the puncher's chance thing. We just equate, okay, cool, he looks pretty good on pads. He's fought some other people who are maybe lower skilled and he looks decent. That's where that kind of thinking comes into it. But I think if you're somebody that's clued up in boxing, you have no reason to be upset because most boxers saw the fight, that they predicted it, how it would pan out. Maybe they didn't predict what round it was, but they said he would stop. Joshua would stop Logan Paul, and that's basically it. It's not really much else, Like, so I don't really know who Brendan's really arguing with. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of weird, this argument he's making. Like the straw man. I don't know who's debating.
And the cows are going, well, he has a puncher's chance. Man, I saw Jake that one time. That's all fine and dandy. But if going into this fight, if his team came out and said, oh no, we're nowhere near the level of Anthony Joshua. That's not the point of this. The point is we think Jake Paul cannot get knocked out in 8 rounds. We're not beat him. No, are you out of your mind? Yes. But the narrative should be, can Jake Paul last, not get completely annihilated.
Oh, now I get it. He did the same thing with Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather. This motherfucker did the same thing with Conor McGregor and Mayweather. When he was covering or commentating for that fight on Showtime, right? I remember he was going around doing a tour talking about how Conor McGregor might win because of his stance. It's so unorthodox. Floyd's never fought an MMA fighter who fights with a wide stance and is really low and he's got these different angles and all this nonsense, right? He was saying that about Conor. And obviously a lot of people that follow boxing were like, what are you talking about? Floyd's seen everything. He's going to make light work of him. It's going to be fucking easy. He was saying, no, he has a chance to win. He said before the fight, Conor has a chance to win. The fight happens. It pans out the way it pans out. We saw the result. After the fact, he's like, oh, well, at least he landed a punch. He looked dangerous. Remember that one uppercut? At least he landed. At least he lasted. Like, you said he'd win at the start. So he's doing exactly the same thing he did when he predicted the fucking Conor thing. This guy, man, God almighty.
In 8 rounds. And then when you watch it and you're like, oh, look, and if, let's say this fight, for instance, you watch it and you're like, oh, the man, he's moving pretty well. Yeah, he's avoiding it. Oh, look at him. Oh, Joshua can't hit him because he's not engaged. And oh, okay, here we go. And then by the 6th round, like, fuck, it caught up to him. He can't last 8 rounds. But instead, our expectations were, oh, we got ourselves a fight here. Oh my God.
Not really. Not really. Everyone was either waiting to see when Joshua would knock out Logan Paul or waiting to see if Logan Paul would be lucky enough to land a shot that might hurt Joshua. No one was thinking it was going to be like a battle of the, of the greatest fighters in the world, both like 1 and 2, do you know what I mean? Evenly matched. People were thinking, hey, how long is it going to take for Joshua to get him out of there? And 2, can Logan maybe land something that's going to maybe make Joshua wobble or something. That's it. I don't know who he's talking about in this vlog. I really don't.
Jake Paul toe-to-toe with Anthony Joshua? No. He's not that dumb. He's not that dumb. His team's not that dumb. He's not going to become a meme. That's what would happen if he actually engaged in an actual boxing match with Anthony Joshua. 1,000 times out of 1,000, that's the reality. That's the reality. There's another narrative, and people in the space that do the same thing as me that have fight experience and are big names and they're analysts or
fight experience, big names. You're not a big name, bro. You're a big redact. You're not a fucking big name.
Or they're former world champions or whatever. They're in the space. I see this narrative going, man, you got to respect what Jake Paul did, though. You got to the balls to go in there. I was saying the same thing. So I'm guilty of this. The balls it takes to get in there with Anthony Joshua, that is in.
So you said the same thing. Now you're changing your mind. Mr. Flip-Flop, innit? You said exactly the same thing. Now you're doing a complete 180 and mocking people that said the same thing you said.
Saying, dude, kudos to him. Let me ask you this. For you listening right now, driving to work, or you're at your house and your kids are running amok in the back because we're on winter break, let me ask you this. If I gave you unlimited resources for a year, money does not matter. You can hire any professional boxing team you want, any coaches, anyone. You have a facility, you have a nutritionist, you have everything. I give you 1 year to train. 1 year to train. You have no experience. Maybe you came from the Disney Channel. Maybe you came from YouTube. Maybe you come from Remax. Maybe you work at Starbucks or Summer Moon or Terry Black's. You have no boxing experience. I give you a year of unlimited amount resources. Money's not an issue. You're not getting any bills. Does not matter. And I say, you have 12 months to train like a world-class athlete. And at the end of 12 months, you have to fight Anthony Joshua. You go, fight? That's ridiculous. Well, hold on, not fight. You just have to not get touched for 8 rounds. I just need you to move. So the entire camp is going to be you avoiding getting knocked out. You're not going to engage. You're not going to engage. You're not going to trade combos. No. Don't be crazy. I'm going to give you 12 months, unlimited budget, world-class trainers, world-class facilities, world-class nutritionists. You have everything you want. But at the end of 12 months, you have to fight former world champion, gold medalist Anthony Joshua. And when I say fight, I mean for 8 rounds, for 8 3-minute rounds, you just have to avoid getting hit at all cost. You might get hit. That's fine.
What the fuck is he doing right now? What is this? I don't even... What is he doing? Like, honestly, what is he doing?
But we just need you to last 8 rounds. You go, man, maybe. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to sweeten the pot.
He's still going, by the way. He's still going. This analogy. He's still going with this. Oh, really? Really? Is it Luke? Big successful egg. Is it Luke? Luke Thomas? Did Luke Thomas say that? Let's see. Big successful egg. Actually, let me let him finish his point. But he's taking so long, man, to make this analogy. So long to make this hypothetical. So long to make this fucking hypothetical. Come on, get to the point, bro.
I'm going to give you $20 million.
To do what?
As you're listening to this and you're thinking, would you do it? I'm going to give you $20 million. You don't have to fight Anthony Joshua. You just need to avoid getting knocked out early in the rounds. I just need you to get on your bike for 24 minutes. So basically, this camp is going to be you getting in shape, be able to move for 24 minutes. That's the entire camp. I don't need you to learn proper boxing and head movement. I just need you to avoid getting hit. And if you can, even if you get knocked out in the first round, you're still getting $20 million. I don't know a single person in my life that wouldn't agree to that. I do not find it brave. I'm not hating on Jake Paul here. This sounds like I'm not hating on. Well, what I'm saying, this narrative, he's so brave to get in there. I do not know a single person in my life that would not agree to those circumstances.
So the clip before, he was saying it's a conspiracy, right? It's a fixed fight. How did Joshua only land that straight right in the 6th round? Why didn't he land it in the 1st? It's a conspiracy. Then less than 24 hours, he comes back and makes another video and says Jake Paul's the most important person in boxing. Without him, boxing doesn't make any money. He's revived the sport, blah, 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 blah. Then he comes back on Schaub show and he says Jake Paul is not brave. Jake Paul did not stand a chance to win. Like, he's going back and forth, and definitely missed a flip-flop. Definitely missed a fucking flip-flop.
So I think we need to chill on the brave thing. Hold on. $20 million? And I just have to get on my bike for 24 minutes and not engage? Oh, wait, hold on. You're going to put me on Netflix? Wait, hold on. You're going to pay me $20 million? Brave's not the word I would describe that as.
That's the thing, though. He's acting as if he wouldn't do it, though. You know, that's the thing. You wouldn't do it, and he wouldn't even engage. I think, in my personal opinion, this conversation about would you do this for this amount of money, I think a lot of people are saying they would do it, but when presented with the opportunity to actually do it, I think it's completely different. Like being in that ring. And there's no guarantee the running thing is even going to work. People are acting as if running around and avoiding getting hit is easy. It's not. It's not easy at all. If you've ever sparred in the boxing ring, you'll know just even wearing the shoes and running around on that fucking mat and how bouncy it is. It's a weird surface. Running around and moving around in that ring for 6 rounds or 8 rounds, avoiding getting hit, is not an easy thing. I think the fact that most people don't fight anyway. Most people don't fight if a person disrespects them in a fucking shopping center, cuts in front of them in front of their kids, says something underneath their breath about them. Most people don't stand up. You think a person's going to willingly go into a boxing ring and fight Anthony Joshua? Most people are full of shit when it comes to that analogy. Sorry, when it comes to hypothetical, in my personal opinion. But if we're just talking about Jake Paul, was he brave to go and fight the guy? I think so. Was he brave to engage in some parts of the fight? Yes. Like, it's not bad to say. Was the fight still bullshit? All things could be true at the same time. Was the fight a whole crock of shit? Yes. Was it not the greatest to see him running around the ring? Yes. Was it good to see him at least try to attempt to get that overhand right to connect to the back of his head and maybe knock out Joshua? Yes. Was it frustrating that Joshua took so long to knock him out? Yes. Was it satisfying when he did eventually knock him out and break his jaw in 2 places? Yes. Like, god damn this guy, man. Like, I don't know. Like, what is it? He's on some like schizo thing, innit? He's on some fucking schizo, psycho, like parent. Like I don't know what's going on with these opinions. It's all over the shop, man. All over the fucking shop.
That's not brave to me. Now, on the other side of that, if I go, you have unlimited resources, unlimited access, best trainers in the world, you got the best nutritionists, you have 12 months. We're going to pay $20 million. But you have to engage. You have to go balls, so you have to die on your shield. You might get flatlined in the first 30 seconds. You might suffer severe consequences, but you have to engage. Now that's a different story. Now we're playing a different game. Now I don't know.
He did engage though. What's he talking about like he didn't engage? He did engage.
A person
It wasn't a lot, but he did engage.
in my life who would accept that. I have some, right? I've run in a circle that have fucking skills in fighting, but even
What circle do you run in? What fighters do you run with? You don't run with no fighters, bro. The closest thing you do is fighting fucking umpires. I run in circles.
the ones, let's say they're just in comedy or they're just in hunting, whatever the fuck they're in, cars, they're gonna go, fuck that, dude. No, that ain't worth it. No, hell no. I gotta get in with Anthony Joshua. I actually have to fight him. Yeah, you can't go backwards. Yeah, you have to make it entertaining. You have to engage. You have to trade shots with 255 pounds of shredded muscle, world-class boxer, Anthony Joshua. Most people go, fuck that. Now, if Jake Paul did that, hats off. Dude, that's fucking brave. But what's not brave
To you,
is getting in there and avoiding getting knocked out for 24 minutes. To me, that's not, I don't know a person that wouldn't do that. And they'll go, well, he has some skills. Right. Again, I give you unlimited access.
unlimited. I love it. You say unlimited. By the way, I love it. I love the unlimited. I wonder what's going on with him and the Paul brothers. It's weird because there was a time when he was like super on their dicks. I wonder if this is like a consequence of what happened with him and Logan. Because it's strange. Because if you're looking at this, forget trying to make sense of what he's saying, right? Forget trying to make sense of what Brendan is saying. If I'm just looking at this and just listen to what he's saying and not trying to make sense of it, it sounds like he's hating, isn't it? It sounds like he's hating. It sounds like there's a little bit of jealousy there. A little bit. That's what I get now if I think about it properly. It sounds like he's hating, basically. In a roundabout way, just using a lot of words and going down different tangents and all this malarkey. But at the heart of it, it sounds like he's hating a bit, innit? That's what it sounds like. Like this, like Logan, Jake and Logan have found they found money glitches, right? Logan's got a money glitch with his prime drink and the crust up. What's that? Crust up, whatever the food that he does with Mr. Beast. He's got a money glitch. Jake Paul clearly has a money glitch with the boxing. Every Netflix fight, he keeps upping it. So I wonder if that's what it is at heart. It's just a bit of jealousy. Jealousy shrouded in a cloak of like objectivity, right? Like you know what I mean? Like I bet that's what is going on right now.
To the coaches, the training facilities, the same access that Jake Paul has. I'm not hating at all. Take Jake Paul.
When someone says they're not hating, they're hating.
Put any celebrity you want in the situation. I'm telling you right now, I could train Brian Callen for a year.
Yo, big up.
Hey Jake, go run straight into AJ and get brain damage. That's brave.
Exactly,
No,
exactly.
That's retarded. Avoiding getting cooked is actually what boxing is. What an idiot.
Exactly. Go square up to AJ. Go right at AJ with your chin up. Jake Paul, go straight towards AJ with your chin up. From the first bell. Exactly. Egg fucking exactly. Big.
And he would have the exact same results as Jake Paul did in that Anthony Joshua fight. So I'm not impressed. I do not find it brave.
Wow. He just compared Jake Paul to Brian Callen.
I'm telling you right now, I could train Brian Callen for a year and he would have the exact same results as Jake Paul did in that Anthony Joshua fight.
Holy fucking shit. Holy fucking shit, bro. That's a diss, bro. That's a fucking diss. That now I know he's hating for sure. Big up B Mullery. I think it peeves him that he's a real fighter, quote unquote, and Jake isn't. Maybe like on a world of music, how there are real DJs versus DJ Paris Hilton. Yeah, there you go. You got it. Bingo. I think there's an element of that. There's definitely an element of that. You know, the amount of attention he's able to garner, the legends in the UFC that he's kind of beat already. The money glitch of it. It's a money glitch. Every time it comes around. Even myself, I get wrapped up in the hype, and I want to go see him again. Even though we know they're going to be like, you know, not the best spectacles, you still get, you know what I mean? You still get kind of ramped up again. So I think that's what pisses him off. Sorry. The fact that he's figured something out like that, and it seems to be working, you know. Big up.
So I'm not impressed. I do not find it brave. That's not hating.
It definitely is. It definitely is.
Again, I don't know anybody in my life, from my neighbors to the guys I work with on my cars, my trucks, to the guy who drops off my fucking Postmates food. If I went up to him like, hey, $20 million, you just got to avoid Anthony Joshua for 8 rounds? I'm like, yeah, I'm in, dude. Oh, yeah, it's on Netflix, too. It'll be one of the most watched fights ever. Like, oh, my God, this is sick.
Fucking hell. This is a weird... I'm curious to see what did Luke Thomas say? Because this is an insane opinion, bro. Especially after walking back what he said the other day. This is actually worse than the first thing he said, the conspiracy theory. Oh, shit, Kill Tony. What? Tony Yayo's on there.
Can't answer questions about their job or anything.
Wait.
Yeah. Wait.
I understand the algorithm for 369. I really just want to talk to Joe Rogan and explain how the universe works.
There you go, everybody. Wow.
Infinity.
There you go.
Oh, come on.
Sean, put the mic in the mic stand. There he goes. Sean Cantwell, everybody. There he goes. Don't sign up again. Sean Cantwell, everyone. What the hell was that? That's him? All right. Okay, you know what? Let's cleanse the room with a little something special. We have a special type of sage we use to cleanse the stage here at Kill Tony. He is, without a doubt, one of the greatest Kill Tony regular / golden ticket winners / forces of nature to ever come across the show. Every time he does, it's absolute insanity. You're a very lucky audience. You're here on a very special night as I present to you a man who gets to do whatever he wants on the show. A man who is the only bucket pool ever that I'm slightly afraid of. This is the great and powerful Timmy Nobrins.
Oi!
So it's fucking this 2-year-old. Relax. I was 1. Guys, that need to get a much bigger pop, okay? That's some funny fucking shit, all right? I want this clip to go fucking viral. So I need you guys to all stand when I do that. I want you to take your tits out. I want you to take your fucking dick out. Black guy, I want you to like it so much you give me an N-word pass. All right. Take it from the top.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next comedian, what can I say? I mean, truly, a freak of nature, a beast unlike any other. You're here on a special night as I introduce the one and the only, Timmy Nobrins.
So this 2-year-old was following. I was fuck.
He bombed.
Take it from the top.
Sometimes in this world, you are graced upon a presence unlike any other. Someone that is simply unlike anybody else. A man who has more power than any bucket pull in the history of the show. You're here on a special night as I present to you the old golden goose. This is Timmy No Break.
So, how about that N-word pass? Come on, bitch, give me that shit. God damn. Look at this motherfucker. I'm gonna turn to my left. Yep, I'm gonna look right. Yep, yeah, I'm looking at the panel to my left. I'm looking at the audience for a little bit, but then turning to the left. Nope, there we go. Look at this gay motherfucker. God damn. Look at this gay motherfucker. Your face looks red as shit, you Navajo-looking motherfucker. God damn. What's your name? She squats her dick? Holy fuck, god damn. Look at this black guy. There's a black man on the panel. I challenge you to a rap battle.
Let's do it.
What do you know about rap, bitch?
Let's go, bitch.
Fucking... I would suck my dick. Come over here, get on your knees and suck my dick. That's just I'm just setting the stage. All right, give me a beat. Nah, what the fuck is that? Nah, that's not my beat. Cut it out. No. Every time I do this move, I need you to hit the beat the right way. God damn. All right, every time I do this move, just this move right here, I need you to do the beat good. Hit me. All right, give me 5 words. Give me 5 words right now. I'm going to use them in this beat. Tony, say 5 words.
Okay. Horse, white, cigarette, gun, whiskey.
Nah, this beat sucks.
Yeah, all right.
Nah, fuck this beat. Nah, fuck that shit. What the hell was that, Tone? God damn. Jesus Christ.
Give him some gangster shit.
You want to see some gangster shit? I'm going to say the N-word in 3, 2, 1. Nah, I got scared. I got scared. I was a little afraid of that shit. God, my bad. Look at it. Look at this motherfucker. Yo ass. Nope, I'm not saying anything. You got any questions for me?
I keep noticing that your lips are moving and sometimes nothing's coming out.
Nope.
Wait, it appears as though if I talk, the guys move lips up like this. I think... It appears as if though that if I talk, his lips also move. Where the fuck did you find this guy, Timmy? He doesn't understand the job at all.
Don't break the fourth wall. Don't do that. Don't you do that. That's something Redman does. That's something you do. God damn. Look at these lights. I'm getting tired of this shit. Look at that light. Hit me with the spotlight. I'm blind. I can't see shit. Turn off the spotlight. Oh, man. Look at this Hootie and the Blowfish looking ass. Tone number 2. God damn. Look at the light. Anyways, any other questions for me, Tone?
Wow, this is incredible. How did you transform? We watched you come out twice as yourself, and then you came back a third time as a black man. How were you able to do this, Timmy? Your power is no bounds.
Great question, Tone. And I know I'm turned, from the camera, and that's not good for video, but that's fine. Now look, the last time I was on, I set a bar, and I was like, how do I top this bar? You know how I thought I'd do it? Blackface. That's the only way to do it, Tom. It was the only way to do it. And I said, fuck it, blackface, black body. And yeah, I did just gesture to my big black cock. That is something I did. Any other questions?
Wow, this is incredible. Timmy, what have you been up to lately? I know you've been busy, you've been on the road, you've had a lot of opportunities lately. So, what's been happening with you? What have you been up to with this, especially with this newfound power of being able to change races and whatnot?
Well, man. Yeah, I've been doing big shows on the road, just going around. I did, I did Denver. I did your fucking mom. Boom, got your ass. Hit me. Yeah, I fucked your mom. Hit me. I was up in it so good that she was like, God damn, I want you to be my son. Hit me. She came. Hit me. Any other questions?
When you fucked my mom, did you do it normal, or were you in this older, blacker man character that you're able to do nowadays?
Never do it normal, Tony.
Yeah, I never do it normal.
Yeah, big up Game Bread. Merry Christmas to you too, brother. Merry Christmas.
Fucked her like this. She's a saint, Tone, and I did it missionary.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is absolutely.
Can I show you my dick?
No, Timmy.
Can I just take out my dick?
You definitely shouldn't. Don't.
Wait, look at this. Look at this bass player. Look at this bass player right there. He's right behind me. He's to my left. I'm going to turn. Nope, other left. Other left. Other left. Fuck it. Fuck it. Look at this sax player. The fucking piece of... This Goomba from Mario. What the fuck is this guy doing? Jesus Christ. I turned left. I did it. Man, this.
Okay, I think it's run. I think it's run its course. But that was decent. That was decent. Oh, that's what I want to. Luke Thomas. I want to hear what did Luke Thomas say about the fight, because it sounds like Brendan has copied what did Luke Thomas say? There we go. Luke Thomas, I will not give. Oh, that sounds like what Brendan said, isn't it? That sounds like what Brendan said. I will not give Jake Paul credit. That sounds like what Brendan said. Let's hear this.
I initially watched the Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua fight.
Wow, maximum exposure, innit? Fucking say hell nah to white balance, eh? Say hell nah to white balance. Maximum exposure. He looking bright. He looking see-through. He looking like snow. Big up Luke Thomas out here.
I think I would say that my conclusions now still match most of what I said when I was watching on the initial broadcast, which is that Joshua, he did look a little rusty to me. I'm sorry, but he did. That Jake is, probably a little bit better than we suggested he might be. When I say we, I mean like the hardcore fight community, the fight fans, the people who work in the industry to a degree. Sometimes there is a suggestion that he can't do anything. And I would be like, well, that's a little much. He can do stuff. I mean, it's limited what he can do. It's very limited what he can do. But there is a little bit too much anger towards him sometimes, or just dismissiveness, maybe is a better way to put that. And I don't really co-sign on some of that. He's got some ability. He's not good. Listen to me very carefully. He's not good. But is he the caricature that he is sometimes made out to be in terms of his pure boxing skill? I think it goes a little overboard sometimes. Mm-hmm. But that isn't the reason why I wanted to make this video. What I wanted to make this video about is two things.
What's that?
One, after the fight was over, I got on social media and people were like hugely negative about the fight. And I did not think that the fight was good. In fact, I thought the fight was, like most Jake Paul fights, pretty bad, although him surviving kind of feeds into the story of him being perhaps a little bit better than we sometimes think, although I don't really co-sign on that. Let me make the point. The first point is, I think people are overreacting a little bit. Mm-hmm. People were suggesting when I got on social media that this was like the biggest farce they'd ever seen in their life, and that this was, how could he fight like this, and this was a disaster. And I don't think Joshua was out there earlier. There is probably some evidence to suggest that I don't think Joshua was carrying him in the sense of, hey, they coordinated this ahead of time. But was Joshua really stepping on the gas? No, I don't think he was really stepping on the gas.
That's the thing, though. If you watch Joshua fights, he doesn't really step on the gas. Maybe there's been a couple. Maybe the famous one is Klitschko, right? But big up everybody in the stream chat that are more boxing aficionados than I am. Joshua's not really known for stepping on the gas. He's not really known for that. Maybe a little bit during his Olympic run when he won the gold medal, but in his professional boxing career, that's been one of the complaints. He takes a while to warm up. It takes a while to get going. So he was never gonna. I think somebody like a Gervonta Davis would have probably got Jake Paul out of there because he's more of a hunter. He can seek you out. He can like kind of walk you down. Anthony Joshua's not really a walk you down type of boxer. Not really at all, in my personal opinion.
Yes, there were times I think he clearly pulled his punches, partly because Jake was squirmy and rotating on the outside. Also in part because I think, as I indicated on Friday, he's watching this guy with pretty bad footwork. He was literally tripping over himself, and he realized he just can't keep this up. So, okay, so there was that.
I think Logan, no, I don't agree. I think Anthony Joshua was very aware of not overextending and missing and then getting hit with a counter. That's why I think he wasn't rushing in and throwing crazy Hail Marys. If you notice, he waited until he got really close and really close to distance before he threw any big punches. He wasn't trying to, you know what I mean? He wasn't trying to take any risks and take him for granted, throw something from far, throw something maybe a little bit out of range, throw something that's a bit more telegraphed, and then get caught with a counter. That's what I think happened, personally. He was kind of apprehensive. But then as the fight went on, and he realized that Jake Paul wasn't really offering anything, he got more confident and was able to kind of, walk him down, especially when Jake was getting tired. But to suggest that, like, he was never going to get it done in one round. We hoped it. I hoped it too. But if you know Anthony Joshua and you watch these fights, he was never going to get that done in one round. Never.
But people were acting like, like, how could this be? How could this have happened? Guys, on Friday's MK, and then before that, earlier in the week on Submission Radio, they asked me on Submission Radio, how do you think he's going to fight? And
Yo, big up Denny God in the stream chat. Big up Denny God. Big up Denny God. Hope you're good, G.
I'm like, he's going to run. And they're like, you don't think he's going to clinch? I'm like, okay, he'll clinch at times, but then the rest of the time, he's going to run. Like, what other way was this going to go? What other way was this ever going to go? If you're Jake Paul and you have the skills that you have, whatever value that is, and now you have to go up against a guy who is much bigger, rangier, stronger, maybe not faster per se, but more dominant in almost every category that matters, and is, by the way, a devastating puncher, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're gonna run. He was on the back foot against Woodley the first time that they fought. Mm-hmm. This is what he does under duress. He loves to circle and rotate on the outside. Now, you might be able to argue that Anthony Joshua should have put more pressure on him, and I do think that that is true. Maybe he would have been hit a few more times, and maybe he would have been scuffed up a little bit more, and maybe he didn't want that. Again, maybe he just kind of felt like he was rusty 15 months off. I'm just gonna let this goober burn himself out. Fine. You can definitely make that argument. I don't think it was in any way coordinated between he and Jake Paul, but
And you know what? I respect his opinion more, because Luke Thomas absolutely hates Jake Paul and Logan Paul. He's not a fan of them as people. So if he's able to make this opinion or have this opinion and it be nuanced, like, I think this says a lot about him in general and his point. Whereas Brendan is kind of coming off a little bit jealous.
I do think he kind of looked at this and was like, this guy's just, he's burning all the gas in his tank. I'm just going to let him slow down on his own. And could he have done more? Should he have done more? Absolutely. In fact, there's a conversation to make if he pivots from the Jake Paul fight to fighting Rico Verhoeven, who even is Anthony Joshua anymore? But the point I wanted to make was, I don't care that people didn't.
Really? Is that true? Joshua's going to fight Rico Van Hooven. That's the legendary kickboxing champion, isn't it? Fucking hell.
Like it. But the vitriol that they were spewing as a consequence of the fight was almost as if they were surprised by it, almost as if they couldn't believe he would do this. Why wouldn't you believe he could do this? Jake Paul, I'm talking about. Every indication is this is what he does. When he goes up against somebody who he's much better than, yeah, he might move downhill on them. But under duress, this is what he does. This is what he has always done. This is it. This is the thing. And so you got the thing. People acting like this was some kind of aberrant or unusual thing in the Jake Paul experience. This is just another chapter in the Jake Paul experience. That's not me saying you had to like it, but when he started rotating on the outside, I was like, oh, exactly, right. Again, I hate to be, so many times people are like, oh, I called it, I knew it was gonna happen. I don't think it takes a genius to be like, dude, he's gonna be on his bike. It doesn't. It's a fairly straightforward call, and that's exactly what you got with it. He was on his freaking bike. So when I got on social media and I saw everyone just, apoplectic about how it had gone, I'm like, dude, calm down a little bit. If you're a casual donk and, you've tuned into Jake Paul this many times, on some level he's delivering what he has always delivered, which is bad boxing. But, you at least got to see him knocked out, and it came to a culmination, and it did look good on Netflix. The production value was high. It's not a case for me to tell you that you should like it. It's a question about why were people so angry about something that was never gonna go any other way than the way that it went?
I don't know. I think I got wrapped up, and most people got wrapped up in the hype, expecting it to be, I wouldn't say competitive, but maybe for Jake to engage more, maybe it was a mix of frustration. It was frustration that Joshua didn't get him out of there sooner. It was a frustration that Jake was on his bike for the most of the time. And it seemed like the longer it went on, the more chance there is for some madness to happen, right? That's what happened, really. I think a lot of people were maybe rooting for Joshua, but the longer the fight went on, the more likely something random may happen. Jake Paul landing some shot or something and something. Like no one wanted that to happen, so everyone was kind of worried on that in that regard. But I think that's basically what people were saying. I think so. I don't think it was crazy anger and everything else in between, but I could be wrong.
Is really my question. And I'm not talking about casual fans. Again, hardcore donks. There was never going to be a moment where he was going to step to Joshua and try and, however long that would last, put it on him. He landed a couple of overhand rights. There was one good one they caught in slow motion. But this is who he is. This is what he does. This is the experience. The Jake Paul experience. It looks like this. So I think for casual fans, I can't speak for them. Maybe they got something out of it, maybe they didn't. But for hardcore fans, of course you got nothing out of it, fine. I just really wonder why you can have such vituperative language.
Vituperative. Look at Luke Thomas. Vituperative. Woo, hello.
Around something that was, fight sports can be unpredictable, but that was the easiest thing in the world to call. He's gonna be on his bike and he's gonna clinch. Now, the one thing that I will say that I did not say on Friday, because on Friday there were moments there where, I was almost like, oh, Jake's winning this round for a little bit. And upon rewatch, no. And I'll never, in the middle of a watch along ever again. It distorts my perspective. One thing I will absolutely give the haters is the people who really care about boxing, the people who really love it for the sport and the purity of it, is, dude, the fact that he kept falling to his knees, I think they counted something like 15 of these or more, was so absolutely disgraceful. The fact that he never, ever, 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 ever once tried to really win this fight. Good, he landed a couple good overhands, and he stayed on the outside as long as he wanted to. As we said, if someone doesn't really want to engage.
But isn't that his tactic to win, though? That was his tactic. It wasn't maybe the best and most engaging, but that was a tactic that he was going for, clearly. He wanted to win with that overhand. He thought that was the only way he could win,
It's very, very hard to actually make them. Could Joshua have done more? Yes, but as we've been over this a million times. But the point is, if someone doesn't really want to engage, it can be very hard. The match I keep bringing up is Carter and Chukadzan and Jaron Ennis, the first one that they had. And Chukadzan was not trying to win, and Jaron Ennis didn't end up looking that good as a consequence. Two much more higher level boxers, obviously, but you get the idea.
Or Brendan Schaub metamorphosis, whatever that fucking thing was. That's another good example.
So you basically got back to that in this one. But people being like, you got to give Jake credit. At first on Friday night, I was like, you know what? He lasted longer than I thought he would. I'll give him credit. A little bit of credit anyway. And then I rewatched it and I'm like, you know what? No, no. I will not give you credit for lasting longer if you never, ever, ever tried to win. Never tried to win. Winning was never the goal. It was Hail Mary for however many of those he got through.
But isn't that a form of winning, though? You can't say that. I get what he's saying, but a Hail Mary is a form of winning. He's maybe not engaging with combos and shit and whatever, but if you're throwing a Hail Mary, you're trying to win. It's a limited range of winning, but it's an option to win. Come on, Luke.
By the way, Joshua ate them like they were nothing. I'm not saying Jake doesn't have a punch more appropriate to his weight, but against Joshua, get the fuck out of here. And then just to constantly circle without any effort at real sustained offense. And it's like, oh, well, what would you do if that, if he did that, he would have been knocked out. Well, then don't take fights where those are your only motherfucking options. If you're taking fights where your choice is, I can only circle or be viciously KO'd, this is not the appropriate matchup for you. Honestly, the boldest thing that this guy could do, it would be to take on actual cruiserweights, who can fight 10 rounds. That would be the boldest thing he could do because.
Big up Robert Henry Poet, exactly. Luke out here throwing a bookcase at us that he stole from the Library of Alexandria, exactly. Big up Wild Fan. I hope Luke ends up someplace. I enjoy his takes. Yeah, from same.
This sleight of hand shit is old. It's old. It's nothing. So on the one hand, I feel like people are going way overboard and be like, this is the biggest abomination I've ever seen in combat sports. Why? It's just another one. This isn't, to me, not nearly.
Yo, big up everybody tuning in. We got about, 93 people or so watching live. If you're watching live and you haven't liked the stream, please like the stream. Do me a favor. If you're in and out, it's okay. Just like the stream as you leave. Like the stream as you enter. Like the stream. Do me a favor. Last stream of the year. Let's fucking go. Like the fucking stream.
As bad as the Mike Tyson debacle. This was much worse than that. The Mike Tyson one was much worse than that. However, on the other side, on the other end of it, the demand to give Jake Paul credit. Oh, he got in there with a guy who, who's going to knock him out. Great. I can go to the circus and see people put their heads in the mouths of.
Oh, another circus act analogy.
Crocodiles and shit. This is boxing. This is a question of skill. This is a question of skill versus skill and everything that comes along with it. Running for your life, falling to takedowns, and that referee did the worst job ever of not taking a point. Jake Paul should have had multiple points taken from him during the course of that contest. Is so disgraceful, and then never trying to win. I cannot give you points for never even attempting. I cannot, and I will not. Does he have a streak of recklessness that he's willing to get his jaw broken in multiple places and, do it? Yeah, you know what? I'll watch guys jump off of their roofs and land on broken microwaves on the ground covered in barbed wire. Great. Jake Paul has this thing, and the people around him have this thing, where they constantly want you to evaluate what he's doing through the prism of a Disney kid who's just doing his best to come up on the American dream. They just constantly want you to grade him on those terms. Isn't it amazing that in 2017 he was doing this and now look at him here? Isn't it amazing that a guy who's never boxed can be in this kinds of positions? I appreciate what he does for women's boxing. Certainly he is an attraction in the American market. No, you do not get credit for never trying to win or sandbagging.
You can say the same thing about Brendan, isn't it? You can say exactly the same thing about Brendan Schwabi, his friend.
You don't. Period.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to evaluate his boxing through the lens of, look at this Disney kid who came up great. Those days are over. As the great Cameron Giles once said, remember back in the days, man, them days is over.
Hey! What do you know about Cameron? What do you know about Cameron? Big up Luke Thomas. Random as fuck. What the fuck does he know about Cameron? What the fuck do you know about Cameron? Big up Luke Thomas. Amazing. Great taste. One of my favorite rappers of all time. Big up Blood Clot Cameron. That's amazing.
You want to be treated as a professional boxer, you will be treated on professional boxing terms. And on professional boxing terms, that sucked. sucked. He's got a little bit more skill than his worst critics will say. I thought people went a little bit overboard on Friday night, saying there's an abomination to the sport.
Yo.
The Mount Vesuvius was dubious. The fisticuffs were in fact underwhelming. Jake Paul was indubitably petrified from the ominous Goliath that was Joshua. Thin.
That was an amazing impression. Big up Assad Aziz. That was an amazing impression. Oh, I love that. Big up Assad Aziz.
Or any more than the Tyson fight was. But at the same time, credit for falling to your knees, taking fouls that weren't there. But remember, he got all that time off from a groin shot that didn't exist, and then running consistently. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. We'll have more to say about this on Monday's MK. But I think on the one hand, everyone needs to calm down, and I think the people around Jake need to get real and get a grip. He cannot fight. This sucks. It sucks every time we make time for him. Give us something that we can actually care about. Fight a cruiserweight commensurate to his ability, and let's see what he can actually do. And he won't do that because there's no money in it, and I understand, but it also would just absolutely undress him.
Yeah, Brendan definitely reheated his nachos, isn't it? Brendan definitely reheated Luke Thomas's nachos, for sure. I can hear a lot of Brendan in that fucking rant. Brendan definitely reheated Luke Thomas's nachos. He definitely had a couple of finger dips of his fucking guacamole, for sure, for fucking sure. Okay, let's go. Actually, you know what? Before we go back to thingy, I want to quickly see Drake is on live, is on Kick at the moment. I want to hear what he's doing. What's Drake doing right now? Drake is live right now. What's he doing?
Let me know when you go into the juicer, you know, so I can yeah.
Oh, he's gambling. Is that it? Is man just gambling?
Man, stepping on shit my lane. These niggas know not to play with me. Man, bump that. I feel like I'm back in the crib. Hey, man, bump that shit, man.
But we need.
I don't know where it's at. But we need to hear it, though. Something, leave him alone.
Oh.
For sure. You missed?
Do you guys ever gamble, by the way? Do you guys ever gamble on Kick and stuff? Do you guys ever gamble? Do you guys ever gamble? Really? No way. Really? A fucking phantom? Are you for sure? Let's see if I can see that. Huh? Holy shit. Did someone post that? What? Head taps coming. What? Dude, can I see some of it? I want to see the highlight. Someone must have a highlight clip on here. Maybe Fearbuck has it. Maybe Fearbuck. Big up Fearbuck should have something, right? Or maybe I got Academics TV, they'll have it. Whoa! Oh my god! Fucking hell! Yeah, I need friends like that.
Bro, tell me you're trolling, man.
Man, hell no!
Bro, I'm on, man.
Bro, I'm shook, bro. You joking, bro? Holy shit, bro. Holy fucking shit. Holy fucking shit. That looks lovely. Jesus Christ. What a gift. What a fucking gift, man. What a fucking gift. Wow. What's this? Who's on?
Let me show you how to
Give her the mic.
That's okay. They can hear it from here.
I'm all up on his shit. They can hear him far.
All right.
He's drooling. Get to the juicy section.
Hold on, bro. Let me like cut it for him.
Oh man, shalom.
Shalom. Yeah.
Shalom.
Let's do this. My son, let me feed you the right way. Hold on.
You can't tell me Neon doesn't look like a little pigeon.
Yo, Sarah.
What?
You can't tell me Sarah doesn't look like a
It looks like a Cornish hen.
amazing
Just
woman.
say it. Say it. Open your mouth and see what's gonna happen.
Gladly.
Ready? I'm telling you, this is juicy. I'm telling you.
Okay, cool. Anyway, let's get back to Brendan.
If you said yeah, I went like, God, that guy's brave. Oh my, do you, buddy? I want you in my foxhole. No. That's not brave. Brave's actually fighting him, like Francis did. You'll see the narrative from people that don't know fighting that will go, Jake Paul lasted longer than Francis. They weren't even doing the same fucking sport. Francis was actually engaged in a real boxing match. Jake Paul's was not. He did not engage in the art form of boxing. He was on his bike. There's a big difference. There's a big difference. Take a little break, kids. Holiday football has arrived with DraftKings.
You know what? It's kind of a bad indictment. It's kind of a really sad indictment on Brendan Schaub, because the opinion that he has, right, or the opinion that fucking Luke Thomas made, isn't even that. Like, yes, Luke Thomas used a lot of big words, but at its core, I don't think it's that much. It's not that complex of an opinion to have that you need to steal it. You should be able to formulate or construct your own point of view based on your experience fighting. By the way, he's a professional fighter. Luke Thomas wasn't never a professional fighter. He has an extra level of experience where he kind of can maybe tap into some of the things that he kind of maybe went through and shit, and maybe think, you know, and probably put himself in the same position as fucking Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua, and come to a really nuanced, a really well-informed, a very unique point of view, common sense, whatever. The fact that he had to remix what Luke Thomas said, he had to reheat what Luke Thomas said in his own words, or write it in his own words, just goes to show you how limited he is, or maybe just how lazy he is. Right? Not wanting to sit down and actually formulate his own opinions and just waiting for somebody else more maybe well-spoken to say what he has to say first, and then he can make sense of it in his own mind, then give you his own opinion, which is obviously informed by somebody else. It's kind of sad, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of sad because the opinions are never even that complex. The opinions are never even that complex.
Sportsbook, an official sports betting part of the NFL. The unexpected can turn game day into payday. Don't forget, DraftKings has your back with early exit. If your player goes down in the first half, you still get paid in cash. That's nice. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use the code SCHAUB. That's code SCHAUB. New customers can bet $5. Get 200 in bonus bets if your bet wins instantly. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is
Here's the other thing. I'm very aware of this. They don't give a fuck how it looks because they're getting all the money and all the eyeballs. I get this. This is just me fucking ranting here.
Okay, big up. I didn't know that. Big up, B. Murray. Fair enough. I didn't know that. This is nothing new, AZ. Bubba listens to Luke Thomas in the car on the ride over to Schaub show. When the cameras start rolling, he repeats what he remembers and botches it. Yeah, basically, that's exactly what it sounds like. Exactly what it sounds like.
If, say, Netflix or some major ABC was like, this is what I would have. This is a similar comparison. So I'm curious how the views would do. If David Blaine, who does all this wild shit, right? If David Blaine was like, I'm going to jump into a Shark Tank. Mm-hmm. I'm going to jump into it. A great white Shark Tank.
Hurry up, man. What's all these dramatic pauses when he's not saying anything interesting or dramatic? Just make your fucking point, man. God damn.
There's going to be a great white, you can't do that, but just hear me out here. We're in weird words here. I'm going to jump in a great white Shark Tank and I'm going to jump in and jump out. And that's the show. I'm going to jump in, jump out. I'm going to avoid him at all costs. Jump in, jump out. It would get all right views, right? It would get all right. You'd be like, oh, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. How much did he make? $50 million? Okay, I'd fucking do that. That's not that brave. 50 mil? You just jump in, jump out. And the shark can be like over there. I just jump in, jump out. Okay. Now, if ABC or Netflix is doing this David Blaine Great White Shark Tank event, and the narrative was, not only is this is the same shit, this is how crazy this is. Okay. If ABC and Netflix said, hey, everybody, listen up. Not only is David Blaine going to jump into this great white shark tank, but he's going to kill him with a knife. You'd be like, what the fuck? Yeah, dude, he's jumping in, he's engaging with the great white shark, and he's going to fuck him up. You'd be like, this is fucking wild, dude. I'm going to tune in.
Horrible. What is this analogy, man? What the fuck is this analogy?
And then you tune in, and David Blaine jumps in, jumps out. You're like, what the? No, yeah, who gives a fuck about that? That's not brave. If he jumped in there, like swam around and some shit and like actually kind of entertained the shark, that's dangerous. People would be so mad. But they would never market it that way because that's not real. The chance of David Blaine jumping in with a fucking great white shark and killing with a knife are the same odds.
The knife, the knife. Not a knife, as a knife.
Blaine jumping in with a fucking great white shark and killing with a knife are the same odds as Jake Paul jumping into a ring and knocking out Anthony Joshua.
So Jake Paul's not stronger than Jake Paul's not stronger. Jake Paul would die if he fought a great white shark, and Brian Callen is a better boxer than him. Not a diss, by the way, not a diss.
Joshua. So when it doesn't happen, you're pissed off because he didn't box him. He did cardio for 6 fucking rounds until he got tired. And then because he wasn't in that great of shape, because he doesn't have the experience and the boxing IQ to maneuver it out of those positions, because he's only been boxing 5 years, and you're in the world-class boxer who has seen the best of the best. And when you can't get on your bike, this is what happens. He broke his jaw. He's lucky he got away with just that. He's very fortunate he got away with just that. But as soon as he wasn't able to get on his bike, what happened? So this whole narrative of brave, oh, he's brave. Get the fuck out of here. But then also,
I wonder, would he do it? Would he fight Anthony Joshua? That's what I'm wondering. He doesn't think Jake Paul is brave, but would he fight Anthony Joshua and have the danger of being turned into a meme by getting flatlined? I don't think he would. That's the thing. I honestly don't think he fights Anthony Joshua if given the opportunity. I think he's worried about not becoming even a bigger meme and even bigger laughing stock by getting absolutely blitzed in the first round. He would never do it. So Jake Paul isn't brave, but he would probably never do it. Makes sense?
Other than that, good for Jake Paul. I don't hate on it. Good for Jake Paul, dude. How much? 50 million? Where the fuck they said they both made 50? I don't even know how much. 80 million? Both of them? Good for him, dude. 92 million. Jake Paul reportedly made $92 million. This isn't brave. You know what I would do for $92 fucking million? Broken jaw, sign me the fuck. Dude, slam my dick into the door of that Hummer right now for $92 million. That hurts way worse than breaking your jaw. What? 92? I would jump into the Nile River filled with fucking crocodiles for
his mouth is, the sound that his mouth makes is so weird.
$92 million. 92 million. Do you know what type of shit people will do for $1 million? $92 million? Y'all want to tell me that's brave? You know what the fuck people do for way less money? What? What? Brave?
Can both things be right though? Can both things be true? Can you be brave for taking the fight and being in the ring with the guy? But can you also be not, it's not, I guess, just take the money because the money's good. What's wrong? What's wrong here? You're brave for taking the fight, yes, but it also pays a lot, so you took the fight. Get it?
It's not brave. Brave would be jumping into the ring and actually engaging like Francis did. That's fucking brave. Because now you're playing the game. I'm not hating on Jake Paul. He's beat the system. The boxing community, y'all want to hate on him, you should be thanking him. He's made boxing relevant more so than anybody in the last 5 to 6 years. And that's your fault. That's your fault. Okay. That's the boxing people, the promoters, the shit show that you guys have. You don't have 5 fucking stars. You don't have 5 fucking stars. That's the only reason Jake Paul exists. Notice Jake Paul ain't coming over to the UFC. Why? Why? We don't play that shit. You can't do that. You can't get on your bike in the UFC. And you want to go to the top of the food chain? You want to jump to the top? Why is that not happening in the UFC? Because we don't need it. We don't need it. Boxing needs it. Y'all need it. You think Dana would sign a 60 fucking year old Mike Tyson to compete?
I don't even know what he's talking about right now. I really have no idea where he's going. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. He's just ranting, I guess. But I don't, exactly. Bigger Robot Miller. I thought I was only one. This doesn't make sense. I don't know where he's going. He's kind of lost me now. I don't know what he's talking about.
Pete in the main event at a UFC? No, it's a mockery. No, we don't need it. We get views no matter what.
A bigger black American, exactly. If he keeps talking like this, he's gonna have to fight again, whether he wants it or not. And with no fight purse.
We're fine. The rosters are fucking stacked. We're a real sport. Only in boxing can Jake Paul get away with this. That's on you guys. It's because your sport's a shit show.
Okay. Now
nobody else would agree to this.
Okay.
You know what would happen if Jake Paul trained MMA for 4 years or 5 years and jumped in there with a Hamzat or a Tom Aspinall? There's no way to fake it. There's no running. You can't run. You can't run. He wouldn't have a career. It wouldn't get out of the first round. It'd be impossible for him to survive. You can do it in boxing.
Mm-hmm. So boxing is less legit than MMA. Boxing is less legit than MMA. Cool. Now we know that. Thank you.
You can do it in boxing.
Mm-hmm.
And it depends what you want, right? Because Jake Paul's fights are some of the biggest fights in the last fucking God knows how long. And casuals tune in. The hardcores are pissed off, but you're not going to make a living off hardcores, unfortunately. You can't make a business thrive off hardcores. If you could, number one would always fight the champion. Number two would fight number one. It's just not, you can't base things off the hardcores. You can't survive and become a multi-billion-dollar business off that. That's why you get that stuff. This would never happen in any other sport. Boxing's the only sport Jake Paul could be successful in doing this.
This is jealousy, and this has to be jealousy. This has to be a lot of jealousy.
And some part of the problem, part of the backlash is no, he doesn't have the skills to be there. No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Of course not. No, this is all very evident.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone who tells you otherwise, that they're part of the system.
Mm-hmm.
Jake Paul's business partner, what's the name?
I have his name here. Nikisa or something like that.
Nikisa? So Nikisa says Jake Paul lost due to size, not skill.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a hustle. That's not real.
Mm-hmm.
That's not true.
Mm-hmm.
But what it does do, sells the casuals on Jake Paul's next fight. And he only has maybe one or two left at this level.
He can do them as long as he wants, mate. He keep making that face, but he can keep doing it. It's a money glitch. Like, I don't know why he's so pissed off. Like, if you don't want to watch him, just don't watch them. But he can do them as long as he wants. He can do them as long as he fucking wants. There will always be a market for people to see Jake Paul get beaten up, or for him to maybe get beaten up. That's what he's selling. He'll do it forever, or for as long as he wants to do it.
He can go down and keep fighting the MMA guys, and that's different. We'll talk about that. But when we're talking about Jake Paul fighting Gervonta Davis, Ryan Garcia, Terrence Crawford, Canelo, Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, all that shit, it's not real.
It's not real. How many times he says that?
Fixed? No.
How many times he said that?
That's where you're fucking up. So
you said they were fixed. You said they were fixed. You said they were fixed, not us. You did. You insinuated heavily that they were fixed. No, he's saying, like, who's he arguing to? You're the one that said it, not us.
It's not real in the sense of it's not a real fight, meaning both parties know that it's not going to be like a world title fight. They're not going to engage in the act of boxing. Jake Paul's job is to bring the eyeballs and bring the money because he has a jagillion followers on social media and bring the younger audience.
Okay.
And the appeal is he's fighting world-class guys who've worked all their life to get here, and they can make
I
stupid
don't know why he's
money
explaining this to us. I don't know why he's explaining it to us, but okay.
in the easiest fight of their lives.
Okay, why he's explaining it to us, I don't know.
That's what this is.
Okay.
So, of course, Nikisa's going to say, it's just a size thing. He's just as talented. That's so stupid.
But isn't he part of Jake Paul's team? What else is he meant to say? That guy's what, the manager or something, some business guy. What do you want him to say? I don't understand why he's so pissed off about this. Huh?
But also, if I was him and I was making the percentage he's getting off Jake Paul, hell yeah.
You got to say it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, of course. That's the game. And you can tell people who are in the game.
So
they know
long-winded.
better.
So long-winded.
You can tell. But everyone's making money. Everyone's making money. The people that are...
because he's not making money, he's the true voice of the people. He's a true voice. He's a true speaker. Because he's not making anything from it. He's not getting any financial kickbacks. He's not getting no brown envelope. This is what he's trying to tell us. He's trying to tell us he's actually more credible. You should believe him more, okay? I get it. Big up.
If this is the last stream, happy Kwanzaa Z.
Yes.
One love.
Yeah, for sure. Big up, Aiden. Big up, Aiden. Appreciate you. This is the last stream for the year. Big up everybody tuning in. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for the super chat. You're a fucking legend. Big up Blood Clot Aiden.
Critical of this stuff. They're not making money off of it. I have nothing to do with MVP promotion. I love Jake. I have zero. I like Logan. Call it what it is. I'm not part of this. So when I see,
I like Logan. That sounded that didn't sound good.
MVP promotion. I love Jake.
You love Jake?
I like Logan.
Oh, that didn't sound good. That didn't sound confident. Jake, he said he loves, but Logan, he's like, yeah, you know why you don't like Logan. Let's see if I can get it up. Brendan, Schwab, Logan, Paul, podcast. One of the worst appearances ever. You know you don't like him. You know he don't like you. Like him or not, Logan and his co-host. What's that? Let's see if do you got a video here, Logan? You have anyone got a video of here? Someone must have a video, right? Where is it? Someone must have a video of this. Let's see if we can find it. Bear me a second here. Logan. Someone must have it here. Oh yeah, the embarrassing fucking, do you remember that? The embarrassing Halloween outfits to try and get back into Logan Paul's good graces. So embarrassing. So fucking embarrassing. Oh my god. The awkward handshake. That was fucking brilliant, by the way.
Put it there. What's up, brother? How are you? Good to see you, bro. Pleasure. It's always a pleasure. What's going on, man? Nah, nothing.
What the fuck was this, man?
Put it there. What's up, brother? How are you? Good to see you, bro. Pleasure. It's always a pleasure. What's going on, man? Nah, nothing.
Oh, where I can see the back and forth. There we go. What's the back? What's the back and forth? What's the back and forth? Oh, this is one. Schaub tries to promote his nicotine sponsor without paying Logan, and it gets shut down.
How are you, Brandon?
I'm good, man. How you fellas doing?
Good. Are you dipping right now?
Yeah, dude. Well, not tobacco though.
What is it?
Nicotine.
Was that a sponsor?
Yeah. But it started off naturally though. I've been with them I've been using it for 3 years.
Are we getting paid for?
I mean, you can have some.
How are you, Brandon?
Oh, it was so awkward. The energy was so tense. Such weird energy in there, man. No one's got more clips, right? Someone must have a clip. Oh my god.
Join the coffee, the Java. We're boys.
Put it there. What's up, brother? How are you? Good to see you, bro. Pleasure. It's always a pleasure. What's going on, man? Nah, nothing.
Brandon Schaub is joining us today. How are you, Brandon?
I'm good, man. How you fellas doing?
Are you dipping around?
Yeah, yeah. Nicotine.
Was that a sponsor?
Yeah. I bet it started off naturally though.
Are we getting paid for?
I mean, you can have some if you want some.
Well, I should say why you're on. You're on the show because you have a special coming out.
Correct.
Awesome. Where is it coming out?
YouTube. Decided to do YouTube.
You're a YouTube. Are you a vlogger?
No, not at all. No.
Honestly, I feel so bad for him. I'm not gonna lie. I feel so bad for him. It was so awkward, so painful. Oh my god, man. These young kids were sunning him. It was so oh man. Cringe. Oh. Painful. Fucking hell.
You do YouTube?
You know, try.
You're doing great.
Yeah.
You like Logan?
The awkward silence.
Sure.
Yeah, I dig it.
Because we were just at Coachella. That's what a lot of this episode is going to be about, I think. They've been
Also,
very nice to me.
shout out to our George. George Janko's
Yeah,
here.
he's
This
high.
isn't an episode without our George. Partially why Brendan's here, because on our last episode.
Say something, just even if it's quick.
Get in here. Brendan can fill in, but how you feeling?
Jeffree Star has some fantastic weed, man.
Can I say something cool?
Yeah.
I've been waiting for this moment. We got to go to dinner, bro.
Yeah, sorry guys.
So we're gonna watch your special.
Thanks, man. Think Boy YouTube called the Gringo Poppy.
Fantastic, Kevin. How do you feel about that?
Oh my god. Oh my god. We gotta go dinner. Oh, and I think they filmed that like 4 p.m. or something, right? I think they filmed it at 4 p.m. Oh, I feel so bad for him, man. Oh my god, man. That was so unnecessary. Why did they invite him on the show if they were gonna act like that? You know? Why did they invite him on the show if they were gonna act like that? If it's that awkward, why invite him on the show? Oh my god. I'd wanna die. Oh my god.
He's Mexican.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because I haven't heard the jokes.
Some Flamin' Hot Cheeto jokes in there, shit like that. You'll like it, man.
Well, guys, thank you for listening to this episode of Impulsive. We love you. We'll see you next week. Hit that subscribe button. Peace.
Yeah, a good friend, exactly. Are they good friends? Exactly. Who is this person? Who's that? What's that channel? Exactly. Good friend, my ass, mate. Good friend, my fucking ass. Oh, that's so good. What is there another Brendan one here? Brendan Shaw does not cheat on his wife. Let's see this one.
You know, I have a lawsuit against this YouTuber who's a small-time YouTuber.
Big up small-time YouTubers. Big up Unique. Big up all my small-time YouTubers out there. Hold your head up. Hold your head up. We gonna make it. We gonna make it. Small-time YouTubers. Let's go.
Oh, it's this guy who's big in the space suing this smaller guy. But when you start creating this false narrative of cheating on my wife.
I had a guy that was like, why don't you walk me to my truck, this married guy, where I'm like, and we know him, I'm not going to say who it is.
And creating this false narrative of cheating on my wife.
Like, you should walk me to my truck. I'm like, so what, I can
blow you?
Like, what?
Wait,
like,
who was it?
And creating this false narrative of cheating on my wife.
He came for you? Oh, he came for me so hard. And we know his chick.
And creating this false narrative of cheating on my wife.
I'm a bad liar.
Bad liar. What's that one on? Let me take the sound off. What's that? Brendan Schaub just DM'd me, pinch me, I'm dreaming. I thought he was married. Hey, just said what? Hey, he just said he wants me to meet him in Toronto on his next tour. Wow, hello. Why are you horrible? How's Papa? What? How's Papa? Oh, I wish your sexy ass was in LA. Quarantine and chill. That would be so fun. What did he say there? Finishing what? What did he say there? Finishing what? Finishing up your show right now. Hit me up if you want to kick after. Finishing up your show. Hilarious. Brendan just slid into my sister's DMs and she just graduated high school. Wow. Stay out of my girl's DM, Schaub. Holy shit. Brendan Shaw really slid into my DMs last night and then deleted it this morning because I didn't respond. Gimme. Easily. Wow.
Of creating this false narrative of cheating on my wife.
Where you staying? Hilton. I don't know Columbus that well. Okay, obviously. Brendan. Good girl. I'm room 703, but I have to come get you with the elevators. Okay, changing. You gonna swallow this big fat dick for me, babe? Spitters or quitters. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm by the elevator, but it's coming. Of course you are. Definitely coming. Jesus Christ. What a lucky lady. What a lucky lady Slojo is. What a fucking lucky lady she is. Oh, that was brilliant. Let's do one more, then we'll move on. Ariel Hawani exposes Brendan Shaw. Let's play this one. Oh, that's good. What's that? Logan dislikes Brendan Shaw. Let's play this.
Welcome back to Impulsive, the #1 podcast in the world. Thank you guys for listening, watching, viewing, and subscribing. Got a special guest today, ladies and gentlemen. To my right is Alec Monopoly. Wow, let's go. He's here in the studio. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Chase Hero. Yes, sir. We have Corinna Kopp here.
Oh, all the claps. Today. Oh, all the claps.
The #1 podcast in the world, that's a fact. Brendan Schaub is joining us today.
No claps.
Are you dipping right now? Yeah.
No claps. No claps. Oh my god, that's brutal. No, he didn't get any claps. Oh my god.
Brendan loves to do this thing where he talks about something and he makes it out like he hasn't done anything wrong.
I met this gentleman, and first thing he tells me is how big of a piece of shit Ariel is.
You don't have to say that. You could say, oh, I had an interaction with Patty and they mentioned it. But he'll throw these little things and say like, oh, no, they said it.
He goes, oh, we can't stand Ariel.
And you'll hear him say like, oh, Ariel still talks about me and I don't. Bro, you talked about me for 5 years.
The only thing I've heard about Ariel, and I've heard it from a million people, does not play well with others.
You lied about me for 5 years.
But that's why you got fired.
Yeah.
I still got 5 fucking more years of material on you.
That's where it gets dicey.
I still owe you for all the shit about 199 and Showtime.
I see Ariel's there. Yeah. How's that going over? How do you think he got the job?
And be like, oh, he still talks about me. Yeah. You're lucky I don't talk about you more. You're lucky I don't open up that closet.
Whoa. I do think he's the best journalist we have.
Oh, now I'm the best. A year and a half ago, I was horrible to work with.
Anybody I've ever talked to in the MMA space says do not work with him.
Jesus Christ.
Trying to take some time off and looking at a clip of this guy lying about me.
People in that MMA journalist space say he's an absolute nightmare.
I'll never forget how that made me feel. And I had no...
Imagine someone said that about Brendan. He'd be flipping out, by the way. He'd be flipping out.
Fucking microphone to speak into at that point. I had no platform. I had nothing.
He's Blockbuster, you're Netflix. Okay?
Like, remember when we went through the Fox thing and Dana banned him?
This guy still doesn't understand why I was mad.
Notice how no one stuck up for him? When none of your peers stick up for you, that's a bad sign.
Oops. Okay.
And if that bothers you that I make a joke here, great guy, never met him.
Great guy, never met him.
Okay.
Great guy.
Okay, fair enough. A dicey reference there.
If it gets a little dicey out there, he's got people who have his back. That man doesn't.
A Chang reference here.
How do you feel about PF Chang's? Are you a fan or not?
This guy is.
If it bothers you that I'll say to Alex Pereira, don't listen to Brendan Schaub. Tough noogie. I'll mention you as much as I want.
Big up Ariel Hawani, man. What a legendary moment. What a legendary moment that was. Big up Ariel fucking Hawani. Big up Blood Clot Ariel Hawani. Anyway, let's continue on. Actually, you know what? Let's do a little bit of Firing the Kid. What do we miss out on the Firing the Kid? Let's go Firing the Kid subreddit. Let's quickly go there. Big up everybody tuning in, by the way. Smash the like, hit subscribe. Smash the like, hit subscribe. If you're watching on Kick, big up everyone watching on Kick if you're there. Anyone there? Hey, no one. Hey, one person there. Big up the one person on Kick. Appreciate you. What's this one? Stav can't talk. What's this? Stav can't talk. Stav can't talk. Stav won't count. Oh, that's the guy from that TV series, isn't it? What's his face? The one where they split their minds. I forgot his name. I forgot the TV series name.
Hairdressers.
Yeah, he fucked the hairdressers.
Here's the issue. If you go so far as to be like, I'm getting a lie detector test, people will then think you are cheating. There's no real way to win it, I guess.
No, you got to just kind of do like the politics and thing and that comedians also do. You just start ignoring it and never speak to it, never give it any oxygen, and just live your fucking life with everyone thinking like, didn't he date a high school girl? And it's like, just keep moving. Is that a specific thing? It's specific, but not for just one comment.
Yeah, are we talking about the one who just dated him or the one who kind of had a weird cult of high school girls?
There's a few. I'm friends with like 3 of them.
That is brilliant. That is brilliant. Oh, that is fucking brilliant. That is absolutely fucking brilliant. Oh my god, that's so true. It's actually crazy the amount of diddlers that exist in comedy, isn't it? When you think about it, it's actually fucking crazy. Papa calls out. What? Yeah, see, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I knew someone would have it. Papa calls out his own take on Jake Paul from last week. I knew someone would make that clip. I knew someone would make the clip. Look at this. Big up the Find the Kid Reddit. I knew someone would make this clip. Because he said exactly the same thing last week. Let's listen to this.
There's another narrative.
Yeah.
And people in the space that do the same thing as me that have fight experience and are big names and they're analysts or they're former world champions or whatever. They're in the space.
Mm-hmm.
I see this narrative going, man, you got to respect what Jake Paul did, though. You got to the balls to go in there. I was saying the same thing. I can't even begin to praise Jake Paul enough for even having the fucking cojones to get in there with Anthony Joshua. Really? So I'm guilty of this. The balls it takes to get in there with Anthony Joshua, that is insane, dude. Kudos to him. Let me ask you this. Wait, hold on. You're going to put me on Netflix? Wait, hold on. You're going to pay me $20 million? Brave's not the word I would describe that as. That's not brave to me.
You just
cojones.
Cojones, by the way. I love cojones. I love a good cojones. No cojones. I love a good cojones. Big up the cojones. You gotta love the cojones. Oh, that's fucking brilliant. That was. He said exactly the same thing himself. Oh my god. Oh, that was brilliant. That was fucking brilliant. That really was brilliant. He's had like 6 different opinions in it about this Jake Paul fight. Like it's gone around and around and around and around and around. Honestly, so fucking good. So fucking good. What else have we got here? Anything more on the Reddit? Nope, we brought down this, we brought down that. Cool. Let's continue a little bit with the Find the Kid actually. Let's go back. What else is he gonna talk about? What's the timestamps? Jesus Christ, he goes on for another half an hour. Fuck it. He talks about it for half an hour more. Oh my god.
Call it what it is. I'm not part of this. So when I see Nikisa say that, Jesus, I go, Jesus Christ. But also I get it. No one believes that.
You know, I'm gonna speed up a little bit. I'm gonna speed up. Sorry. This is taking too long. Let me do 1.5.
Oh, the young kids that follow Jake Paul who don't know boxing buy into this. And there's also the argument when I say Jake Paul's made boxing relevant, people will say, yeah, to the young casuals that don't know boxing. You're right. But when I say relevant, I'm meaning with Netflix, the promotion he's putting on, you got to realize Netflix doesn't care if the highest boxing IQ fan in the world is watching or if some kid who's vaping and fucking streaming on the other end is watching. They do not care. It's all the same. Views are views. That's all.
He sounds funny, innit? With high-pitched voice.
All they want. So I get your argument. I understand what you're saying. I hear you guys. But you got to realize that's the game we live in. It's not good. I agree. It's not good. But it's views. Views of you. They don't care if it's an educated view or uneducated view. To them, a view's a view. And they can sell that and package it. And get extra subscriptions and sponsorship and money. That's why they make so much money. Everyone's all in on the hustle. All in. The world-class commentators on Netflix, everyone, it's a hustle. And it's only when Jake Paul does this type of stuff where it's not actual fighting, and this isn't brave. When Jake Paul's brave is when he fights Mike Perry. Those are real fights, guys. Those are real. And none of this, I should say this, none of this is rigged how you're thinking. So I have a group chat with my boys, and I go, that's not real, right? And their response is, well, you guys are jaw broken. I go, I need to clarify real. Real meaning there's not an actual agreed upon boxing match. The agreement is they will both use each other to make so much money, and that Jake Paul will get in there and try to run around for 8 rounds, and if he gets tired, he's going to get finished. That's what I mean by it. So it's not that it's rigged.
So it's a real fight. What?
I'll say this. And this is not Jake Paul in any facet. This is not associated with Jake Paul. This has nothing to do with Jake Paul.
It has everything to do with Jake Paul.
I want to be very clear on that. This has nothing to do with Jake Paul's fights, MVP Promotions. This is not related to Jake Paul in any facet.
It is related to Jake Paul.
Has nothing to do with him. Okay.
It's all about Jake Paul.
In another major fight, boxing fight, where a guy came from a different sport and fought a big name boxer, a man very close to the situation, a trainer who I'm pretty friendly with. The fight happened. I come on the show the next morning, or, the fight happened on Saturday, I come on the show on Monday, and I go hard in the paint on him. What the fuck was that? He didn't take this serious, blah, blah, blah. How do you go to decision, right? I tear into him. This coach I know pretty well reaches out and goes, Bubba, he got more money the longer the fight goes. That was a stipulation. So let's just say he made $1 million.
Can't prove none of this, by the way. Let's just put it out there. Can't prove none of this, but let me just make up a lie to add weight to my argument. I love this. We don't know if this is true or not. Can't prove it. Trust me, bro.
$1 for every round he let it go on. So if you let it go 12 rounds, you make an extra $12 million. If you let it go 6 rounds, you make an extra $6 million.
Sure.
If you knock him out in the first round, you don't get that bonus.
Sure.
I went, oh, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. Mm-hmm. He goes, yeah, so chill, man. I went, my bad. Again, this is not Jake Paul in any fucking facet. This is another big name fighter.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes sense. It's not a matter if they can beat them. It's a matter of how they beat him, when they beat them. But y'all think it's a real fight. Not that it's fixed. But you think they're both coming in to give their all. They are not. And with Anthony Joshua, Jake Paul, the issues, and this is my reaction right after the fight. I said it was weird, right? I got some questions. My questions are, there wasn't really a straight punch thrown. Anthony Joshua was pulling his shots early in the rounds. And some of you will say, well, he was cutting out the ring. He really wasn't, though. He wasn't. He was letting him move. And then when he would get him in the corner, he would let him escape too easily, especially at a guy at his level. So I was like, that's weird. That's strange.
So now it's fixed. So now he's back to being conspiracy. I thought the fight wasn't rigged. What the fuck's going on now? Like, he just said it wasn't rigged. Now he's exploring the rigged element of it. He's all over the gap, isn't it? He's literally all over the gap.
The other thing is, let's say I was training Brian Callen to fight Anthony Joshua. Day one.
Wouldn't happen.
Day one. We're going to get on our bike, but you're going to circle away from his power hand. You're going to circle away from his right hand. That's when you get in trouble. You circle the opposite direction of his power hand.
So easy to do that, by the way.
Not do that.
It's so easy to do that.
So that's why I was like, I get.
So Jake Paul put himself in line to get hit in the face, to get punched in the face and broken jaw in 2 places. Cool.
Being on your bike, but you would think his trainers, right? He has great trainers. Day one, we're not circling that way. You're not going to circle to the right into his power hand. When we get out, even if you want to feint to the right, you're stepping out this way. Now, it's Anthony Joshua. His fucking left hook's deadly too, but it's not the moneymaker. Day one, we're circling away from his power hand. So I saw him constantly circling into the power. I went, that's weird. Meaning, that can't be the game plan. But, again, lack of experience. He hasn't fought at high-level situations like that. Maybe made a mistake. Maybe just want to get out of the way at all costs. He was out of range. Okay, I'll give you that. I went, man, this is weird. And then again, I've had about 2 days to think, but I went, well, Anthony Joshua was under a ton of pressure, right? He was boxing on his back. Maybe the game plan for Joshua was, we know Jake Paul's not going to stay.
How can you talk about this for another half an hour? Like, what is there to talk about? I honestly don't know. How can you talk about this for another there's a whole bar here left. How the fuck is he talking about it for so long? No, I can't listen to this shit, man. God almighty. Like, big ups on here. Just nodding his head, trying to Google Chrome on his desktop. Oh my god.
stand toe to toe with try to get to where when he drains, I get him out of there. Whether it's the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, I don't give a fuck. As long as I get him out of there, we're good. That's probably the game plan. That makes a little more sense. But having the information I've had from, again, not Jake Paul fights, a different fight where he goes, the longer it goes, the more they get paid. I'm like, so I get conflicted. That's it. Then also, it's kind of like, how much longer can Jake Paul do this? He's going to be out a while, right, with a broken jaw. But even his fan base, are you going to tune in to see him fight a Canelo or Terrence Crawford? You know he's going to lose. You know he's not going to go toe-to-toe with him. You know he's going to get on his bike. And again, you've been burnt twice now. The Mike Tyson one was worse than this. So you've been burnt twice now. Is Netflix going to pay a $90 million again for a Jake Paul loss? He doesn't beat those guys. That's not real. He's not going to beat them. And you can say, well, I'll tune in because he's brave getting in there.
This is so Luke Thomas coded, man. This is so Luke Thomas coded.
Argues not, but I'll tune in again, and he can keep losing. I'm okay with it, and maybe that is the plan. But I just don't know. There's gonna be a shelf life on that. So let's say his next opponent's Canelo, and then it's Terrence Crawford, or maybe it's Tyson Fury, or maybe it's Deontay Wilder. He loses to all those guys, right? Do we get 4 of those over the course of 2 years, 3?
Why does it matter though? Why does it fucking matter? Either you watch him or you don't. Like, why does it matter if who gives a fuck? If you don't like them, just don't watch them. Like, I don't understand why he's so invested in how long it goes on for. Like, they've gone on long enough for you to make an opinion. They've gone on long enough for you to have a sample size about what he's about. They've gone on long enough for you to know exactly what he does, exactly what the promos are, exactly what the fights are like. It's up to you whether or not you get hoodwinked into it again. I usually do because I'm a fucking idiot. But complaining about it and pontificating about how long it's it's like, god damn, who cares how long it's gonna last? If you watch it, watch it. If you don't, you don't. God damn.
Years? I don't think so. But I also don't know this younger generation. And maybe they're into it. Maybe that's who's tuning in. I know from 35 and above and educated people, they're kind of like, I'm good on it. Let's take a little break here. Ever drop about $150 on a bottle of cologne only to realize, man, this sucks. It's painful. Micro perfumes make sure you never have to play
Honestly, this I don't know, man. This fucking
fragrance roulette ever, a full bottle gamble. Here's how it works. Micro perfumes lets you sample luxury fragrances in pocket-sized vials, and you get the true high-end experience, but on your terms. And then you pick the one you like and get the bottle, dude. All right, we got you, man. It's real designer brands, just a few bucks per sample, no dupes, no knockoffs, real deal Holyfield, fast shipping straight to your door, over 500 fragrances.
When you said that, I was like
there's no other sporting to it. It's my yeah, not hate on Jake Paul, not hate on any of it. He's just a product of the environment. He's making a ton of money. But save the brave stuff for somebody else. That ain't it. That ain't it. And,
okay,
and what's interesting too,
we're still going on with the brave stuff. Oh my god, Karen, move on.
I think about there's no other sport where Jake Paul could pull this off in.
When you said that, I was like
there's no other sport. Like, I love the Dodgers, right? Outside MMA, outside UFC, I don't miss it. There's nothing I love more than watching the Los Angeles Dodgers. I have the MLB package. I'm here in Texas. My whole family said it's all we watch. I fucking love the Dodgers. Do you think the MLB is like, oh, Brendan has 3 million followers on social media. Let's put him at third base? No. I would love to, fuck. No, you even go beyond that. Let's say Joe Rogan loves the fucking New York Yankees. He's from Boston. He loves the Boston Red Sox. He's a diehard fan. He loves the Red Sox. He has more followers than Jake Paul. He destroys everybody as far as followers, everything. Do you think there's a shot in hell if Rogan called up his manager like, I've been practicing for 4 years now in my backyard. I hired fucking Derek Jeter. He's been working with.
I don't even know what point. I don't even know what this has to do with anything. I really don't. This is a false equivalency. I really don't know what this has to do with anything. I really fucking don't. I really don't. Because the counter argument could be, if Jake Paul was on good terms with Dana White and he trained, do you not think Dana White would let him fight in the UFC? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, the UFC and boxing, of course, this like that stuff can go because they don't mind those stuff. They don't mind trying new things, being flexible, trying to garner new fans, make money and shit, create good fights and moments. But I don't know why I don't even know what he's even talking about. I really don't. I'm arguing about nonsense, really.
Me on ground balls, and I want to see if I can just every once in a while step in at shortstop for the New York Yankees.
The closest thing
to CM Punk when he got in the UFC, he got his fucking lunch served to him. He got eaten alive by low-level guys. You can't do this in MMA. You can't do this in the UFC. You can't. There's nothing we can do. Like, let's say The Rock to promote his machine moves, like, man, I'd love to get in there and fight Tom Aspinall. Let's say Dana's like, I'll entertain that. It would do his movie a disservice. It would actually.
Yeah, that's a good point. Big up B Mallory. That's a good point. This is a very dumb point. There's no central league for boxing, unlike Major League Baseball. Yeah, exactly. That's a very, very good point. Exactly. You can just basically set up a fight as long as you got permission from whoever. You can just set a fight up. You don't need to, you know what I mean? You don't need to ask permission from the league, get that fucking, approved by different people. Or yeah, there's less hoops to jump over or hoops to jump through. But yeah, it's just a dumb point anyway. There's no point even dignifying this with a, you know what I mean? It's Brendan just yapping.
Hurt the views. He would get absolutely mollywopped. And even if the game plan was similar to Jake Paul going, we're just gonna get on our bike. You can't get on your bike and fake an MMA. You can't avoid it. We're gonna get a hold of you. We're gonna take you down and choke you unconscious or break your leg.
With just like James Toney and Couture. Couture was actually high level, but James Toney was a boxer. But Randy Couture was like top level. And he got destroyed right away.
With a simple ankle pick.
Yeah, when he wanted to. He let it go a little bit.
Whenever he wanted to. There's a lane for it. He's made boxing relevant, good or bad. He's brought more eyeballs to the sport than anybody else. What he's doing for female boxing is good. I actually think it hurt this product, to be honest, because the fights aren't great. I think you can still put them on the main card. I don't know if they have to be the co-main event. I actually think it's hurting the ratings. Dude, David Spade had my favorite fight. But because he's just a casual. He likes UFC and he'll tune into these shit shows. Go to David Spade's tweet. He goes, "Wait, hold on. Are the fights on the undercard before the main event real?"
What he say?
Keep going down. There you go. Hey, this is David Spade, who I absolutely adore. But hey, quick question about the Jake Paul fight: are at least the fights before it real? So stupid. But yeah, if you don't know, if you're just tuning in and you really don't know the game, he's on his bike, and you're like, "Wait, hold on. Is Woodley getting knocked out real?" Here's my thing about Woodley too. It's like, get your money, brother. I'm proud of him, and he does these things on short notice. Boxing just ain't for him, is it? Man. It's just not his bag. It's just not. Dude, another tweet someone just sent me from MMA.
I think he'd get knocked out the same way Woodley did in a boxing fight. I think he overestimates his ability to box. I think he'd look as bad as Woodley. I'm not gonna lie. I hate to see Tyron Woodley go out like that, but I think he look as bad. So I'm not too sure why he's chuckling.
He roasted. Shout out to Adam. I love Adam. He put. I heard Anderson Silva wants to be a cop. Maybe we will see Anderson Silva versus John Jones now.
Wow.
So stupid, but so
That's so funny.
So funny. So fucking funny. So fucking funny, man.
I saw this thing about Tyron Woodley, the dude wipes, it's in the back of his shorts, so they're getting the best bang for their buck because they always get the most promotion.
Dude, I'm undefeated. This guy put, this guy put whatever dude wipes his pain Woodley, it's not enough.
It's kind of mad, isn't it, when you think about him laughing at Woodley getting knocked out, when you think about his knockouts and how, it's actually, I think there's like a common decency with fighters. With us regular folks, with us casuals, we're gonna, MMA fans are brutal in terms of insults and shit. We can laugh at this and, whatever, snigger or whatever. But I think when you're a former fighter, there's a level of respect that you have for people, that you don't laugh at these type of things, You don't glow, you don't rub it in, you don't do all this sort of shit. It's kind of wild that he does this. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of fucking wild. As a former fighter, to do something like this is really fucking crazy.
He's like their golden boy.
I love Woodley too, man. It's just
not for him, like you said.
It's just not your thing. Sometimes you just gotta know when to get out, dude.
Damn.
But again, he's like, I got paid whatever it is, $8 million. I didn't even make that when I was fighting the UFC.
Yeah. It's so tough for me to see Woodley's face these days and not think about that video where he's like eating some chick out. You've seen this, right?
No.
Oh my God, it is crazy. He's just going to town on some girl, like going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I see now.
What? Is he talking about porn? Huh? Going to town on a girl. All I think about when I see Woodley is when he was going to... Is he talking about going to town? Does he mean Woodley beating up on a girl? Or does he mean Woodley fucking a girl? What the fuck is he talking about? What? Every time I see Tyron Woodley, I think of him fucking some girl. Huh? What the fuck is he talking about? Look at his face. He knows he's a wrong'un. He knows he's a fucking wrong'un, innit? He fucking knows he's a wrong'un. He knows he's a fucking wrong'un, innit? Every time I see Woodley's face, I think I've been bussing. That reminds me of the Jeff Dye conversation. So like, do you finish inside? Just hold on, chin. Jeff Dye. Someone got it. Someone has to have it, right? Someone must have it. Someone must. Oh, maybe I'm the only one that said it, right? Oh. Let's see. Someone must have it. Chin Jeff. Does someone have it or not? Let's see. Oh my god. Chin Jeff. Is that someone got that on there or no? That's your takeaway. Nope, not that. That was fucking brilliant. Every time I see Tyron Woodley, I think about his dick. I was like, what? Oh, what? How do you spell? Is it vasectomy? Right? Yeah, there you go. Let's see. I think it was that. It was about the vasectomy, wasn't it? Let's see. Oops, my bad. Nope. Fuck. There we go. Copy. Okay, bear with me. Let's see. Oh man, really? Let's see. Let me see if I can find it. Jeff Dye vasectomy. Let's see. Jeff Dye. Oh my god, that was brilliant. Big up Chin, man. Big up fucking Chin. Is that the one? It's 7 months ago. It can't have been that long ago, right? Is it 7? I don't think it was 7 months ago. Was it 7 months ago? It can't have been then. Let's see. When was it again? Let's see. I think it was recently I think it was in a new studio, right? This one. Yeah, I think there might have been this one about vasectomy. Let's see if we can find it. Chin asking about the vasectomy was fucking crazy. Let's see if I can find this. Bear with me a second. There you go. Vasectomy.
Vasectomy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only downside.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy though?
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say Amish. I thought you were gonna say Amish.
That could be the Amish too. But.
Too hairy.
Yeah, they'd spot them a mile away. What else? Well, you got something first, Chin? Current events?
We have a few, yeah.
Let's do it.
Just a quick question for Jeff. We can edit this out, but I'm just very curious. Since you had the vasectomy,
Got Chin so into that?
I love it.
Why am I so? I'm just saying, like, so when you do, like, because you're a bachelor, you're good to go, you're single. So do you tell the girls right away, like, I had it, so can I bust?
It's none of their business.
Oh, Chin. Chin is the best. You're a bachelor, right? You're out. You're ready to go. You're good to go. One more time.
You had the vasectomy?
Yeah.
Got Chin so into that?
I love it. Why am I so? I'm just saying, like, so when you do, like, because you're a bachelor, you're good to go, you're single. So do you tell the girls right away, like, I had it, so can I bust?
It's none of their business. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
so you
tell
still
them.
pull out then?
No, sometimes I'll, like I like asking, like, where do you want me to finish, And then
it's hot.
Yeah, but now I don't have to worry about their answer because
And I'm sure they want you to bust inside them, especially if they know.
Yeah, that's like also.
Oh my god! Yeah, what? It would be a pleasure. Yo, Chin is so fucking horny. Chin is so fucking horny. Oh my god! He really wants to know. The thing that really makes it funny, he's being really sincere. He's not joking. Oh, my chest. Oh no, hold on. I gotta zoom in on him more. Oh my god, man. I'm gonna leave it on him. I'm just gonna leave it on him. Oh, we've got fucking toes over here. I'm just gonna leave it on him. Let me put the chat back up. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god, man. Oh my god, this guy's a freak.
Got Chin so into that?
I love it.
Why?
Harry.
Yeah, they'd spot him a mile away. What else? Well, you got something first, Jen? Current events?
We have a few, yeah. But just a quick question for Jeff. We can edit this out, but I'm just very curious. Since you had the vasectomy,
Yeah, Chin's so
I love how he pretends to not
powerful
know.
bunch.
Yo, big up, big up, big up.
Excuse me guys, but before we move on to the next topic, I have a question for the guest. Misa Jeff. Yo dig. Us and many women?
Exactly. Oh my god. Oh my head, I got a headache. I'm laughing so much. Oh my god, my head's hurting. Oh my god. Oh. Bro, it's the way he tries to pretend like he doesn't know how to pronounce vasectomy. He tries to pretend like he doesn't know how to pronounce vasectomy. Oh my god, bro. Legendary.
Well, you got something first, Jen? Current events?
we have a few, yeah.
Let's
But
do it.
just a quick question for Jeff. We can edit this out, but I'm just very curious. Since you had the vasectomy,
Yeah, Chin's so into that.
I love it.
why am I so? I'm just saying, like, so when you do, like, because you're a bachelor, you're good to go, you're single.
Good to go.
So do you tell the girls right away, like, I had it, so can I bust?
It's none of their business. Yeah.
Oh,
I
so
don't
you
tell
still
them.
pull out then?
No, sometimes I'll, like I like asking, like, where do you want me to finish, And then
it's hot.
Yeah.
Look, he's smiling.
Now I don't have to worry about their answer.
And I'm
because
sure they want you to bust inside them, especially if they
some.
know.
Yeah, that's like also like the easiest surgery I've ever had, or it's the easiest thing I've ever done. So much so that I've like after the surgery, the day after or the day of, the next day of the week, I kept asking my doctor, like, "Are you guys messing with me? Like, I don't feel." I felt like there's no way that I had it.
Really?
It was that easy. And I think they keep it a secret from young men about how easy it is. Because it was same day in-office procedure. Like, it was like, the money part is one thing, but it's easy and painless. I felt discomfort, like, as far as, like, for like a few days.
Did you have to wear diapers?
Oh
They
my
made me
God.
wear this jock strap and then put like gauze in there.
Yeah, I'm out.
But it was but it was easy, bro. Like if I pinched you on your hand, it would hurt worse than what they did to me.
Oh, weird. I have no desire to do it. I want.
It was the easiest thing I've ever done.
Oh my god.
I was shocked.
I'm
Thank you for that.
You know that comment.
Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Thank you for that. Chin was Oh, my head is hurting me. Oh, my head is actually hurting me. Oh, my head is actually hurting me. I swear to God, my head's hurting me. Oh my God, Chin, you're a legend. Chin is a fucking legend. Chin is a legend. I swear to God, he really is. What a fucking amazing clip. What an amazing fucking clip. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you mentioned Jake Paul's teeth, and
Yeah, that brings, especially for the naysayers, like that brings validation, right? Where they're like, wait, hold on. How can you call it rigged? You guys jaw broken. I'm like, we need to define the term rigged. This fight's not rigged. The agreement to fight Anthony Joshua is real, but he didn't fight him. And as soon as he slowed down, and Joshua landed a decent punch. It wasn't like something crazy. That's how this goes. He broke his jaw in 2 places, and he's fortunate to get out of that. Now, like I say, all you right now, you might maybe you're working on Christmas week. You got bills. We all got bills. You got a mortgage. You got like this. Again, you tell me if it's brave. If you're listening to this right now and you're a construction worker or you're fucking working on a fucking 6.0 diesel right now that's giving you problems, and you're pulling an engine, and you got this trans and the fucking customers giving you shit, right? Yeah. Just all this bullshit. And I walk up to you, hey, my man, hey, you look like you have your hands full, stressed out about bills and stuff. What if I gave you, it's hard to say without even laughing. What if I offered you, what if I offered you $90 million and you just got to go 8 rounds to Anthony Joshua? You don't have to engage. If he touches you, you're getting your jaw broken. There's not a person on this earth who would not do that. So that's not brave. That's not brave. That's not brave.
So because you would do it for any amount of money, it's not brave. Isn't that the definition of being brave, though? Because it's dangerous and the money's meant to tempt you. So there's bravery in doing it because it's a dangerous thing. No? I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Our definition of brave is different. Now, maybe it's because I have a fight background. Like, dude, even him getting there, even if he's on his bike, that's brave. Maybe if you have no experience in fighting. But what he's doing to me is not brave. It's not brave.
No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
If he actually fought, like truly fought, instead of like doing double takedowns or double legs constantly.
That's brave.
I hear you.
What CM Punk did was brave.
He tried at least.
He tried and he went out on a shield. That's brave. You know what Tony did, brave.
Congrats to Tony Ferguson. He won his I don't know who that guy is though. Spencer, some Warren Spencer guy, but he won. Knocked his tooth out too.
Even Andrew Tate,
yeah, that was a tough one.
Yeah, but he actually did.
He fought.
Fight. He fought. That's brave. No matter how it goes.
Yeah.
So Andrew Tate put 99% of 40-year-old men with $700 million sitting around with whores. Yeah. I could have done the same and talked shit on the internet and just took no risks and just lived easily. In my heart, I knew I was too old. I knew I'd been out too long. That's why I had to do it. To face fear, I can't live scared. I have to know I faced it. I lost fair and square. Chase is true champion. Warrior, I'm proud of him. Yeah, at least he fought.
It's so weird that what he didn't see. Like if you look at his old footage when he's kickboxing, he's actually from me as a fan, he seems like he's like what. He didn't seem as bad as he seemed in this fight though. This one was insane. And I gotta show you this clip. This is hold on. This someone showed this footage. This is before. This is Chase fighting someone else beforehand. But look at how this guy boxes.
Boxes like a kangaroo.
It's just like a kid fighting another kid, Mm-hmm. And for Tate not to be able to beat him was kind of, I don't know, it was eye-opening. Yeah. Wait, to you.
Guys. I'm not hating. Guys, neither one of them can fight. At all. Fuck about what the public says. If what I find inspiring by Jake Paul, I live by the same way. If I want to do something, I fucking do it. I do it. If I want to get into this, I do it. Oh man, people, I don't give a fuck. Jake Paul, at a much higher level, doesn't give a fuck. That's inspiring to me. So this says, since then, he's become a professional boxer, and he is a professional boxer. Co-founded MVP, fought legends like Nate Diaz, Woodley, Anderson Silva, Mike Tyson, in the most streamed sporting events in history, and just went 6 rounds with Anthony Joshua. What's next?
This is how boring. AZ, tell us where you bust. Coiler. Yeah, AZ, where you gonna land a white in Berlin is fucking crazy.
See, this guy put stop. He's not a professional boxer. No, he is. But all that, man.
Not gonna lie, it's not easy to bust on the multivitamins. I'm not gonna lie, it's not easy to bust. If I'm gonna go full fucking chin, descriptive TMI, it really isn't easy to finish on the multivitamins. I swear to God, you go for hours and then it starts hurting. Big up everybody that knows.
Any medication. FDA has not evaluated these products for safety or efficacy. Products are intended for 21 and over. He got popped for EPO, and I think something else, but definitely for EPO.
Do me a favor, Chin. Mm-hmm. How many fighters out of Khabib's camp have been busted?
I know 2 for sure.
More than that, Bubba. More than that. Because the big dog too got busted in.
Fucking no.